Recording.
Hello, everybody! Yay!
I was gonna slap him
Were
to
you
get him
really?
going. I thought you were like physically stuck, or
No, I just like freaking James out. James Ryder, our producer, who is going to be. We're going to bring him onto the show today.
do we have to?
Well, we've got an experiment. haven't
Oh
we,
yes,
we're
yes,
doing?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
So
yes, yes.
we
I'd
are.
rather him vomit than us.
Yeah, well, don't give anything away. Anyway, welcome to episode 3.
Three.
Of the Maltiverse. Woo!
3. Yes,
Three.
You know, there's a
Side,
posh
west
way
side.
of doing 3.
Is there? What's the posh way of doing
There's a
3?
German way, and then there's a. I mean,
Is this an Inglorious Bastards?
Exactly.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Dan got the reference. Dan got the without even mentioning it.
The first time
That he's got a
that he's got
reference.
a-
One
he's
of
got a
our
reference.
old, yeah.
Time, Dan, process. We were going to talk about AI robots and shit today.
Oh yes.
Because in the news, when we're filming this, in the news, we don't know when it's going out, but in the news when we're filming it.
When you start watching this, we would have filmed this slightly before.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. It's amazing.
It's amazing. But anyway.
But so in the news, there was something about Malta and AI robots helping old people,
Yes.
which is good. AI robots should help old people. Everyone should help old people.
Everyone
Jack?
should help our
Our aging
aging population, our veterans.
Mashek.
Shout out to any Americans watching.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. But if you really want to help old people with robots, I think the robots should be sex robots, right?
Well,
That's what old
I
people
mean,
want.
you know,
Let's be honest.
There's something to be said
That's
about a government or a nation who helps the elderly with, let's face it, with one of life's,
Mashek,
needs.
Mashek. So if you were an 80-year-old woman, what would you rather? Have a robot help you take your shopping home, or have a robot plugging you aggressively whilst listening?
I'm sure
to,
there's a setting though.
Well,
right?
Mashek, whilst listening to Charles Arrigo doing the reading on radiomal.net.
Wow. That is like I can't get that off my mind now.
Exactly.
I'm just imagining it.
Charles Arrigo,
Yeah.
Revanche. What was the thing that James was showing us?
Jay
about
was
the-
showing.
about there's something. There's like
There's a Dune, the movie Dune.
Yes,
the,
here we go.
the second part's
Here we
coming
go.
out,
Here
right?
we go, Dune 2.
Dune 2. There's some kind of popcorn, Dune themed pop. What's the thing from Dune? What's that thing?
It's a bucket attachment
Yeah.
that is in the shape of a sandworm.
The sandworm.
And
There
so
you go.
it's basically ribbed for your pleasure.
It's ribbed
Right?
for your arm's pleasure when you're getting the
When
popcorn.
you get the popcorn. But
So that's guys, get the attachment and do the whole popcorn
Mashek?
whole thing.
Mashek?
You know?
You
Did
know
you ever do that?
Frankie-
Because you,
well,
out of everybody I know, you would
would be
seem
the one
the
who would
person to.
I do like putting my penis into things. Let's be honest.
Yes.
I have.
Lasagna.
Lasagna. I did a whole show in Edinburgh, 28 shows.
How-
28 consecutive days of putting my dick. I think that's a world record.
Were you erect when you did this? Sorry to ask this
no,
question.
well-
It's uncomfortable for me. Trust me.
Wait,
but
wait.
I need to know.
But I
Sorry,
mean,
just to clarify, you literally put your dick in a vagina.
So the show.
Oh, sorry, in a lasagna.
The show was called. The show was. I have put my dick into a vagina before though as well.
Oh,
but,
that's more impressive. somehow.
But the show is called. What's the show called? Burning Love to the Ground, and it was a show about.
This started at the Fringe. You did this at
I
the
did
Fringe,
this at
right?
the Fringe in Edinburgh, yes, and it got some really good reviews. And basically, the show is about growing up as a Catholic, and not really knowing getting all confused about sex and porn and stuff.
This was Malta's version of American Pie.
Exactly, and
basically.
then my mum found some porn in my school bag when I was about 10, and she got very angry at me.
That's pretty early.
It was pretty early. But what happened was we had paper mache at school. We had to do paper mache stuff.
Okay.
And somebody brought in like page 3. Like somebody brought in a
the
newspaper.
Sun and the
there
Star
was,
page,
And
yeah.
there was Linda Lusardi, who was a very famous page 3 girl. And I fell in love with her. And so I took this picture of Linda Lusardi, took it home.
You kept it.
And I kept it. And then my mum found it, and she got very angry at me. And as a punishment, she didn't make me lasagna anymore. And then when I became a teenager, I became a little bit more obsessed with porn.
You associated the removal of lasagna from your life with that episode.
Exactly. So, but then when I became a teenager, I became obsessed with porn, and I used to buy little lasagnas from. There was a pastizzi shop in Mostar. And I used to buy the lasagnas from the bus shop, go down into the toilets that were underneath the piazza, underneath the church, and I'd eat this lasagna and I'd look at porn. And then one thing led to another. By the time I was 15, I was doing. And then this whole story is explained in a very sweet way. The show was described as really sweet, right? But at the end of the show, as a kind of the climax, I turn around, I put my dick into a lasagna, and at the beginning of the show, I've told people who would like some lasagna at the end, and everyone's like, "Yeah, I like some lasagna." That's why I sold it as a show with food. As a show with lasagna.
Yes.
And then I'd be like, "Right."
You weren't lying.
I wasn't
Let's
lying.
be clear.
And then I'd have the lasagna, and I'd be like, "Okay, guys, who wants some?"
And did it have the
It
whole?
had pubes in it, dude. It had everything in it. It had everything in it.
I read some of the reviews, man.
Yeah, the reviews are great. Man.
Yeah.
Some
But
really
it was
good reviews.
some of the shocking reviews. Some of the shocked reviews. Was there ever a Maltese performance
Yes.
in Malta?
Yeah, we did a show in Malta in like in 20, I want to say 18 or 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID, man. Huh?
Yeah. Pre-COVID, and people came to see it, and it was just it was a great show. Anyway,
yeah.
The point is, what's the point? Yeah.
How hot was the lasagna?
Well,
Lukewarm.
I warmed it up before the show.
So it's okay.
Because obviously they were just like the £2.50 lasagnas you buy from a supermarket, right? So
Yeah.
And there was.
Did anybody
Yes,
try
there was
lasagna?
once a group of like rugby boys who came to see the show,
Sure.
and I think as a dare,
As a dare.
they decided that
From the
they-
sides, surely.
mate, the whole dish disappeared.
Oh, come
The
on.
whole dish disappeared. And when we would throw out the lasagna, afterwards we'd throw out the lasagna.
Hold on a
there'd be
second.
little pubes in it.
See, this is the beautiful broadcasting legends that we
Yeah.
are. The segue from AI bots.
AI bots. Okay, this is what we're talking about.
Yes.
Because I was going to say, you know, Frankie Boyle, the amazing, one of the greatest comedians of all time.
Absolutely. Scottish, right?
Yes. He once said that any robot can be a sex robot if you try hard enough. Which I think is a beautiful, wonderful line. I love Frankie Boyle. I think he's one of the greatest ever. So, because of this, and in honor of this, I brought some mechanical things here, Jay, and I'd like you to tell me which one you find most enticing. So,
Okay.
this is a toaster, but it's not just, but we can make it sexier. So, I thought if we...
Please try to make it. Hold on a second.
we put-
Have you worn this?
Of course. If we put a sexy kind of... Did this make the toaster more enticing to you?
Yeah, it's. I mean,
little bit
I don't really want to touch that thing. To
Give
be
it a
honest.
bit
Oh,
of
now
gold
we're.
wig on
Oh,
it?
now we're talking.
Are we? Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
What
Is that a jock strap and a wig?
What about if we
Oh, much better.
Give him some hair.
Is that more
Let's see.
enticing?
Oh yeah.
Would you shag the toaster now?
Yeah, no.
No.
No, that's gonna
Okay.
be a hard pass.
That's
Hold on a second.
Move it a bit
Yes.
yeah,
Much better.
The toaster, or it was a blender. So I mean, which one?
Yeah, I don't trust anybody, including myself, with that near any part of me.
Yeah.
I was actually exploring your bag before the show.
Oh, were you?
Euphemism.
It's a bit
very much
intrusive,
intended,
isn't it?
Yes.
Mine or Jay?
Your bag,
Mine.
your bag. And I saw that. I thought it was a Hitachi magic wand.
Oh,
But then I realized that
mate.
it may not
I
be
wish
the
it
best
was a
thing to put
Hitachi
against
magic
a
one.
vagina.
I got a bit of a sore shoulder.
I mean, we could try it. Have you ever been tempted to have sex with a robot?
I've never had the opportunity,
But if you
but
could.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I mean, there's those lifelike. They're like 20 plus thousand euro.
Yes, they're really
Fuck
expensive.
dolls. They're
You
fuck
can
dolls,
make
right?
them- and now you can customize.
You
them,
can customize them.
You can even
yeah.
you can give them like the face of your wife or girlfriend. Although, what would be the point? Of
What a
that?
complete waste of
what a
money.
Complete waste of money. Yeah, but you can give you can like.
It's
and-
clear I would make mine the face of either
Monica Bellucci, yeah, there you go.
or Padme from Star
Yeah,
Wars.
yeah,
or,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
There you go. Yeah.
Hell, even Han Solo would do it in some
I,
instances. Depends how drunk I am.
Also, they want to start developing personalities and stuff.
Oh
for
no,
the-
no, nobody needs a personality.
Nobody needs.
Not when it's fun time on your
Exactly.
own.
We don't want personalities.
Yes, please don't
No,
give them
no, no,
personalities
no,
because
no.
that'll only lead to arguments.
Exactly. Exactly.
And resentment.
Dan, have you ever had sex with a robot or any kitchen appliance?
No, I have wanted to try a fleshlight for a while, but
Yes.
Yes.
never had the opportunity.
Neither
Yes.
have I. Nor have I.
I can bring some in. I've got.
I'd rather not try a used one.
I have put
Can you
my
put it in the
fingers.
dishwasher?
Yeah, of
Does
course.
it clean
It's
like-
not yours? Oh.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
That's
true.
true.
Yeah.
No, they are dishwasher safe, that's for
Yeah.
sure. But
Yeah,
but
you
But
spunked
it-
into it, man.
Yeah.
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 But
Maybe you have to rinse it out first. Unlike the plates, you don't have to with the plates.
exactly. Exactly. There you go. Dishwashing advice on the
Dishwashing.
Maltiverse,
That's
everybody.
right.
Did you guys know though that fleshlights have a second hole on the other end, an asshole?
Yes,
basically
I
for-
did
for
not know.
variety?
Not,
No,
the
no,
good
the
ones.
good ones,
The good ones.
exactly.
Not the ones for $29.99.
No,
on AliExpress.
No,
Or Wish. Well, I wonder what you get, what you actually receive if you buy a fleshlight from Wish.
A
Should
Wish.com
we try
fleshlight.
it?
You
A
get
Wish.com
the popcorn bucket from
No,
Dune.
let's try. Dear Danny Trejo.
Would he know? Maybe he has a machete.
A machete.
A
Because
machete,
You can get fleshlights, obviously, in the form of your favourite performer,
course,
right?
of course.
So that's the whole point of it.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you can
yeah,
get a fleshlight. I wonder if there's...
Is there a Danny Trejo mold?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would be veiny.
Yeah.
I'd expect you'd imagine.
And tattooed, I'd say.
Veiny and
Tattooed and veiny.
scary. Talking of large peni, here you go. This is this story. A top adult star has vowed never to work with well-endowed co-stars again after one encounter left her in hospital.
Oh.
Alina Lopez from Los Angeles told the notorious Plug Talk podcast. We mentioned Plug Talk in our last episode.
I've since watched every episode.
Every episode that's ever come out. That she has recently returned to the industry after taking a break. But her return includes one strict rule. No more big dicks, she said. I can't be a size queen anymore. The last time I shot a scene with a guy who had a really big penis, I ended up in hospital. I had internal bleeding.
Oh, that-
dum, dum, dum.
Ouch.
And apparently this guy wasn't the biggest she's ever had. But, I mean, maybe she's just changed, she feels.
Maybe.
she's just
Her
changed.
body's changing.
Yeah, bodies do change. So, there you go. So,
Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever
Have I
given
ever-
anyone internal bleeding?
so let me tell you this story.
Oh, God. It's like for everything, there's a story. I love this.
I lived in Namibia for a year. I was doing
I
volunteer
remember
work.
that.
I was doing volunteer work in
remember that.
Namibia for a year because I'm a nice guy. right?
Deep down, you're a really good man.
Deep down, I'm a good guy. And whilst in Namibia, the whole group of volunteers, we'd all get drunk and we'd do stupid things.
Did you actually do any work
We would,
as volunteers?
We would
'Cause
work.
It sounded like a really good holiday.
We would work Monday to Friday, but
Okay.
office hours, so 9 to 5,
All right.
and then 5 o'clock. You don't know anyone except the people you work with, right?
You build wells and shit like that?
Well, we'd do fundraising. Dude, I was a good. How did you talk that?
No,
I was a good guy.
Because you say volunteer and everything, but you
Yeah,
didn't say what you did.
So
That's
I
what-
was basically I was working with an organisation for people with disabilities. We would get funding for wheelchairs. I mean,
Okay, all right.
shit like that, man.
All right,
I was
all
a
right.
good guy. But then afterwards,
you'd
get drunk and you'd
let
have
your hair
parties.
down.
Exactly. And there was one volunteer when we went on a road trip. We went camping, and we were camping, and I used to love shocking people. Surprise, surprise. And so at one point, the conversation, there was a lull in the conversation. I thought, how can I get this conversation going again? And I said, right, everyone, has anyone ever injured anyone whilst having sex? And I thought this will be a joke, and this can lead into and this girl just kind of was like, well, when you've had sex with someone who's got a really large dick, and then you end up with a urinary tract infection. That's happened to me a couple of times. And there was just silence because she'd obviously shut me up, right? I'm like, Kat was next to me. I'm like, Kat, have I ever given you a urinary tract infection? Please tell her that I have. Please.
Is that indicative of a big dick
Yeah.
or just a dirty bastard?
Oh, maybe.
Because
Just
you
didn't know.
can get a UTI from anyone that
Yeah. Well, I've got
is carrying some
I've
stuff.
got a very dirty penis, and Kat said I've never given her a UTI, so I'm thinking.
No,
about it.
you normally get women at least normally get a UTI when they don't pee after sex.
Oh,
there you go.
Listen to Dan the man
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
yeah,
he's got the inside knowledge.
yeah.
You
How
guys know I
often
have a whole podcast about fucking, right?
Do you?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
We didn't know. You
As
should
I
be
said in
telling us about it.
episode 1, I'm a working family
Yeah,
man.
Maybe you
That
should
doesn't have
invite us
time
onto
for
the
this.
podcast.
It's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
yeah, one day.
But you said, have you ever injured someone during sex? My most famous podcast clip is about me having sex with a woman, and it was dark, and we were kind of drunk,
Okay.
and there was a afterwards when we turned on the light and we were done. There was a criminal blood all over me, criminal
Wow,
levels of
what
blood all
happened?
over me. I mean, her period just came. I fucked the period out.
right.
Oh,
like
I
the
see,
spaghetti,
yeah.
like the spaghetti
Like
lady.
our spaghetti lady in
Yeah,
Gozo.
yeah, But yes, when I was going down on her, I was wondering why I tasted pennies. But
Oh.
I played through the pain. I played through the pain.
See how Dan's infiltrated our podcast to
Yeah,
promote.
Yeah, his.
Selfishly
his.
promote his.
I think we should go to his podcast.
I
and,
think so.
Yeah, just fucking moon him.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I want to apologize again for my colleague's asshole.
Oh, what's that? What?
That's your cue.
What are we
That's-
apologizing for? What are we?
Make sure you get it in the screen this time. Turn right. There you go. There you go.
And I'm opening.
Amazing.
Look all the way. If I open my mouth, I'm not going to see the light. There you go. Lovely
Oh,
stuff.
thank God we don't have a black light here. Can you imagine what that would have looked like?
Oh my God.
Jesus.
yeah.
Our tunnel is one hole or two.
Exactly. It's like the Gozo tunnel.
Yeah.
So that's what they. Another news story that has happened around now was the story about the tea.
Yes.
So James Ryder is in the building. So James is involved in this podcast, but he really likes being like bossy, kind of directorial, kind of producer thing. James Ryder being called onto set, please. Oh, he's coming. James is coming. So come in. Come in.
Does
James.
he have a mug?
Does James have a mug?
It's
Can
okay.
we get a cup for James?
We'll get
or
a cup for
something?
James.
I need access.
He needs access. Okay, James needs access. So that we hit this in the wrong place.
We've clearly rehearsed this part.
Yes. In you come, James. Take a seat.
So
James,
is-
why don't you tell us your involvement in the podcast whilst we just get stuff ready?
First of all, I'm not in shot. I hope both of you are aware
Oh,
of this.
You're in
you're in
Steve's
this
shot.
shot. Come here.
let
Let me
me
move
get
close.
the
I'm
chair.
gonna fire out the way.
I've got a sweater just like that, James.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I tell you that.
Thank God I didn't wear it today.
Yeah, you would have looked like. There you go. So James, why don't you explain to everybody your involvement in the podcast?
Well, I'm paying for it.
He is. Oh, there you go. And he gets it. He gets it. We got to cover the logo. So cover the logo.
And
with
I gotta make sure you guys don't dick around too much.
We
can
don't.
keep to mine.
Ah,
Because
yes.
this studio ain't free.
Okay, no problem. So basically, James, you know how the whole thing about the tea recently?
Yes.
So we thought it would be good to experiment with somebody drinking tea with salt in.
It's an American
It's
trend.
an American thing. And seeing as you're the most American of us, we thought it should be you who drinks tea.
I did hear of a lot of dietitians for some reason, like these Instagram dietitians, they talk about butter in coffee.
Yes,
Ah,
I've tried that.
And is
It's
it any
not
good?
as bad as you think it is.
I'm guessing it's milk and salt. You can
Exactly.
replicate the same
There's
thing.
another oil that you can use
Semen.
instead of the butter. No,
Semen.
that's not technically an oil.
Oh, well,
As
it is.
mu-
Have you ever tried to mix it with water?
Okay, guys, what are we here to do today?
No, let's give James some tea, basically. So we're
Okay,
going to try
this
tea,
is. I've made this tea.
and we would like you
It's
to
a
tell
fresh.
us.
It's actually a teapot style thermos. Have you ever seen one of
Wow,
these?
that's
Wow.
There you go.
That's all.
Oh God, why is it that color?
Because I put milk in it.
Oh, wait,
It's milky tea.
It's a bit dark. That's all.
Pour it in shot.
It's milky tea.
Did we not get it in shot?
It's
Here,
coming.
I'll top
There
it.
you go.
I'll top it
Better,
off.
better.
There you
There
go.
you
See
go.
you
Milky
guys?
stuff.
It's that. It's tea
There you
color.
go.
Okay.
There you go,
I didn't
milky.
have enough room to add more
Okay,
milk.
now, is there any salt in
There's
this? James?
sugar in it. No, there's not. And
So we're gonna add a little bit of
since
salt.
James now lives in Slima next to me, I brought proper
Himalayan.
Slima salt.
Why is it red?
It's not red.
Why
Red.
is the milk red?
It's not red. It's just dark. No, it's not. It's fresh Benda milk.
Okay, fresh Benda milk. Okay.
It's got brown sugar in it too. Again, because I'm from Slima.
And
So,
diversity matters.
You have to.
you
It's
know?
dude. Hello, where are
Hold
you
on,
from?
wait,
It's
wait,
yeah.
wait. I need a control taste first. So first
Okay, take
Oh,
a
taste the
control
tea.
then.
Taste the tea.
Taste the control.
That's a good point. Good point. It shouldn't be that hot. I made it 3 weeks ago.
Made it before episode 1.
Yes.
Literally. Is it good?
Is it normal tasting tea?
it's
Okay.
normal tea.
We're going to add a little bit of salt. Just see how it goes.
That's Tetley too. That's none of that shit. By the
There
way,
you go.
That's actually good tea.
it's Tetley.
I
Yes.
was like, why is it?
There you go. A little bit of salt. See if that makes any difference.
How many cracks did you give it? Because most of it landed on the table.
most of it. It's got some
I gave it a little bit.
Salt.
See if you
on
can.
the
See if you can.
taste.
I'm
taste-
curious. I'm gonna try
See if
some
you can
myself.
taste some. You want some salt in there?
Are the Americans onto something?
Now we're going to try some of this. There's some more salt.
Hold on.
Does it taste okay?
It brings out some of
Does it?
the flavor profile, but
Okay.
not much. Like the salt you put in didn't give it.
See if that
sig-
gives it. See if that gives it a little bit more flavour profile. That's just
What reaction do you expect me to give out?
I
of
just-
this?
I'm
You-
just-
you
I'm just
expect me to
interested.
think, oh wow, the palate.
I'm
Like
just
it's-
interested. I'm just interested to see what you think with with just something extra. What are we thinking, guys? I've just got normal coffee here.
The smell, don't knock the smell.
It's actually quite nice. Yeah.
I actually could put more salt in my
There
tea.
you go. Have some of that.
Okay, can I have
What did you just?
Can I have the fucking spoon?
What did he just do?
Have some of that.
What'd you put?
I just added some more
Mixed spice.
mixed spice.
Okay, at
Let's
this
see.
point, it's no
Let's see.
this isn't tea anymore. It's stock. So
Yeah.
To move the salt.
We moved the salt. Okay, what are we thinking? We're mixed spice, guys.
Let's see.
this
Everything.
isn't. This
So
isn't
far we've got.
Have you noticed
We
that
are- we're
Steve is
creating-
not trying any of this shit?
We're creating something new. This is almost like a Gordon Ramsay.
Sure.
What's that like? So we've added. Have you added any mixed spice to yours?
Yeah.
the cinnamon works.
It tastes like a Christmas tea now.
Yeah. What about that?
That's a mystery spice. Oh, it's give me some of that.
Oh my God! Yeah, Jay's gonna go for it. Come on.
Steve, you've done to this tea what you've done to theater.
Yes, exactly. Fucked it up.
Let's see how good
Come
this,
on.
hold on a second.
Come on.
Let's see how hot it is first of all.
It's not that hot. Like you're fine.
Solid. Is it?
No.
It's fine.
Lamb brand, you got to up your game, son.
Okay.
That's not hot at all.
That's not hot at all.
And now I can't mix the new stuff because that spoon.
Oh yeah.
Fucking mouth.
I just COVID'd your spoon. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Holy crap, man.
You can do it.
Any more ingredients to this?
We
Okay.
got one more.
When you're done with them, pass them here.
When I'm done with them, I shall pass them over. There you go.
Danny wants to take them home to his girlfriend.
Mela. I've got no. What's pepper bianco? This is
That's
white,
white
pepper.
pepper, my friend.
white pepper. Let's add a bit more. See, that's when we've. Hit
Are
the
these your
perfect-
home spice?
That's
Oh
what
my
we hit.
god. Oh my god.
It's half a
Tell
bottle.
us, tell us when we've hit the perfect tea.
That actually looks like you're about to make an Ovaltine or something, you know?
Tell us when we've hit the perfect tea,
Okay,
guys.
give me the spoon. I was
We're
gonna.
trying-
Use the bottom
we're
bit.
trying to
There you
hit
go.
the perfect tea.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah, take the
Bring
perfect
bring
tea.
chili. Yeah. Would you like a top up?
Is this good, James?
To be honest, I'm not sipping. I'm coating my lips.
I want to
Come
apologize. I want to apologize to any Brits watching this video. We've
No,
managed
I
to
draw the line. I
bastardize
draw
your
the line.
tea.
It's chili sauce.
No, it's a texture thing.
It's
I
a-
can't-
oh,
I
it's a-
can't-
go
Come
on, go
come
on.
Once you
okay,
mix
okay.
it in, it'll be
Rider,
fine.
Rider.
Someone, I think we might actually have a live vomit. Has there ever
Come
been a...
on. You can do it, James.
Oh.
Come on. He can do it. You can do it.
You know what he's
James.
going to put in your tea next, right?
So,
Oh god, it's stuck as a jelly at
It's
the
so
bottom.
he's
It's
got
not coming up.
chili sauce.
It's
He's got sweet
congealed.
chili sauce. He's got mixed spice. He's got chilies. He's got pepper, and he's got a little bit of salt.
And-
Because
and-
that's what the Americans have told us.
Yes.
This
And
is what the Americans told us to do.
and finally,
Come on, James.
finally, Steve is going to dip his nuts in your
Come
tea.
on, James. You can do it. Have you had some?
I'm off.
You got to try it now.
Oh my God.
Go on. Did he backwash any in?
Did you, James? Did you backwash any in? Actually, you know what? Let's put it in my coffee mug.
There you go.
There
Oh,
you
look
go.
at all the bits coming out, dude.
Oh my God. Right, here we go.
Again, sorry to all tea drinkers. Look at him go. Jesus.
That is fucking disgusting.
And that's how you end the show, ladies and gentlemen.
That is disgusting. Oh my God. Oh, it's got a kick.
It's got a kick, doesn't it?
Oh, well, it should do. It's got a lot of.
Do you know how much white pepper you put in there?
I wanted him to throw up. I'm a bit disappointed. I'm sorry.
Get this man some water.
There's no water in this fucking place.
Here, have some normal tea.
They're like,
Have some normal
like-
tea. Is that clean? Is that empty?
yes.
Hey. There you go. Go on. Drink that.
Far out. Oh my God. It's still something still kicking me in the throat. Oh, far out.
If you would have teabagged that tea,
Oh my God. It's
that
still,
little tickle would probably be a result of one of
Yeah,
your pubes,
probably.
but you didn't teabag it.
this is just like the Trudy Kerr podcast. Hello, hi Trudy. Please invite
Are
us
we
on.
name dropping every
Oh
podcast?
man,
in Malta? Who's next?
there's so many podcasts. Again, we've mentioned your one. We didn't even say what's the name of your podcast.
Oh, it's called the Dan Hood podcast.
The Dan Hood
Yes.
podcast.
Okay. I remember. I'm lying here. No.
I remember-
the Dan Hood. I remember a Facebook post for sure.
Oh, there you go.
And I associated it because I've seen Dan perform a few times.
Oh,
Actually.
do you remember any of
Few
his
times.
jokes?
Yes.
Remember
Yes,
any
a
of his
few times.
jokes?
Well, on the boat in the gully.
Yes.
Oh.
And I think you performed after the comedy nights. at the MFCC when Steve was there? No, that wasn't you.
That wasn't
it
me.
was Ryder then. It was
Yeah,
Ryder.
Ryder,
And
yeah.
you as well.
And me, of
and
course.
Ed. And Ed, I think.
And Ed.
Is he still playing his guitar?
No, he stopped the guitar. Actually.
He stopped the guitar?
He stopped the guitar. Yeah.
Good.
Thank Christ. Jesus, this is still.
I'm joshing.
Are you okay?
I'm
with
still drinking this.
But you,
But
didn't,
you did-
You didn't add the chili sauce.
No, I
did you?
didn't. No,
Not the
no, fuck
chili
that
sauce.
shit.
I mean, it's got a kick to it. It's certainly got a
certainly
kick
does.
to it. Right, are we? They've just given us the 5-minute thing, so
Yeah, so
have
let's remind everybody to send in any of their juicy rumors.
any of their juicy rumors? Have we got
something
any more
something
stories?
special and localized, maybe that no one has ever heard of.
Like, for example, the cannibalism one that we did
Exactly.
in the other episode.
In the other episode,
Or, and somebody told us, we can maybe talk about this in the next episode, about Kim Jong-il
Yes.
studying in Malta.
Yes.
Yes,
and there's
in the 70s.
and there's a bit of a Pachelbel story apparently.
Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but
But it's a rumor we heard.
Exactly. In the 70s, Kim Jong-il was in Malta, and does Dan heard this?
That part is true,
That
correct?
part's true for sure.
and
That's confirmed.
and he would hang out in parts. I don't know about that.
Surely there is somebody from that era who went to school with him or some kind of educational trip.
Or had a
Let
date
us-
with him. Had a date.
Surely there's someone who's fucked Kim Jong Il.
Yeah. If somebody,
For sure.
if somebody, if
Ronry,
if-
I am so Ronry.
If James Ryder's Nana has shagged Jim Jong-il, Kim Jong-il, we want to hear from you.
Do you guys know about the most legendary North Korea Malta crossover ever?
Go on.
That there is the choir.
The choir,
yeah.
singing
Singing.
Dom
Dom
Min-
Min-
oh, yes,
Exactly.
yes, of course.
Oh,
Singing them
man.
in, yes, that's on YouTube.
You have to admit that's pretty fucking awesome.
I mean,
It's amazing.
yeah.
I mean, can you imagine how he felt? I mean, if that was me,
if they were doing a whole song about Jay,
Jesus
that'd
Christ,
be awesome.
I would have been like that.
I would have loved that. I'd be like, yeah,
King
man.
Dick in the house.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That is awesome. So if anyone's had sex with Kim Jong-il, we want to hear about it. Please let us know what you guys got up to.
We may or may not be talking about gross scrotums in the next episode.
We
as
may or may not be doing that. We've run out of time basically.
Yes,
because,
we have.
We wanted to talk about people's scrotums and.
Yes. Make sure we're not showing any of the brands. No one, they ain't getting any free plugs.
No, exactly.
There you
It's
go.
my mixed spice people, lamb brand. If you want to advertise, you contact James Ryder, the man in charge.
Yes.
And give us your money.
Yeah.
I think by episode 3, we'll probably have a Patreon as well. So join the Patreon and help us out.
Yeah.
And
All the details are like below.
somewhere below right now. Dan is actually they are on the screen as we
Look at
speak.
my stubby finger. Follow it.
Yeah.
Click on something.
Look at my. That's not the first time he said, "Look at my stubby finger." Okay, and I think that's it. So, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Send us your juicy rumors. Let us know if you've had sex with Kim Jong Il. They've seen my asshole this episode already. So
they have, yeah.
Okay, so all the
Let's-
housekeeping is done. Anything you'd like to say, Dan?
Uh,
Brilliant, lovely. And
lovely.
on that note, bye.
Danny Trejo 2001 at Hotmail.
That's the one. I'm not drinking this again.